Welcome to Rink Rookie, a girl's guide to the NHL. I am your co-host, Ashley.
And I'm your other co-host, Arielle, and welcome to our podcast.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
A long week.
long week.
All right, what have you been up to besides watching a million hockey games?
A million hockey games. Tried to get a tattoo, have car problems. Got stuck at home, and then I got sick going through it. But I mean, fine. We got the car fixed today, and I'm feeling better, fully better today. So, woo, we made it through the week.
I feel like you weren't feeling good before we recorded last week.
No, last week I was like at peak. The worst.
That's a long time to be sick.
Yeah, so like it took me a week to get better.
I'm just like, could I consume more hockey? Obviously, I will continue to. I feel like I've maybe just gone too hard too soon.
Yeah, it was like yesterday. I think only 2 games were on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take this and not watch them because I need to reset my brain because the day before was just a lot.
Then I found myself at one of those 2 hockey games.
That was a lot. Yeah.
It was really fun though. Like it was really hot waiting for players to walk down the plum carpet as they called it. But it was cool getting to see some of these players up close that we like obviously talked about Zegras and Drysdale re-signing like the week before. So getting to see them like in person was really cool.
It's cool.
And then seeing them win against the Carolina Hurricanes despite the Canes winning in a like crazy shootout the night before against the Kings. And then they just like lost, was it I think 6-3 against the Ducks?
Yeah, that was
insane.
Yeah, I'm sure the energy in the arena was cool though.
It was really cool. I went down to the glass for warm-ups and some kiddos were next to me with their big signs. They wanted pucks so bad from the Hurricanes, and one of them was in an Oilers jersey. It was so cute. One of them got a puck, but then like the littler one, who was probably like 3 or 4, like didn't get anything, but his like older brother did.
Aww.
I don't know how to get their attention. Like they had signs. Okay, I had this thought actually while watching the warm-ups. If I was a hockey player and I saw all these people with signs and there was no sign for me, I would be so sad. Because I was at the glass and they were like skating past us because we were in the corner. And I can see them clearly like reading the signs, like I guess maybe trying to pay attention to see if their name is on one. And just like how devastating would it be to just like skate by and just be like, oh, okay, you don't need me.
Oh,
I don't know. Like, I'm sure they don't think about it like that, but I don't know.
I feel like deep down, we're all human, right?
Yeah.
Like, look out, because it's got to be exciting. Like, if you're never on a sign and then you see your name on like a sign for the first time. Oh my god, I would skate so fast over.
See? I would be so excited if someone had mine and they like, I don't know, they were just excited to see me. I want to bring a sign, but I feel like first of all, I'm too old. But then there's some girls our age I've seen on TikTok that have like
you're too old. Stuff. We go to Disneyland and like meet characters and stuff. Do we not?
But these are like old. I mean, they're younger or older like men, you know.
Hey, life is short. We deserve to enjoy things.
That's true. That's true.
But no, I see what you mean. Because I think even when I go like to meet baseball players, it's kind of funny. I usually attach myself to a kid anyway, because I can almost guarantee like at least an interaction.
I don't know any children here in California.
You don't have to know them. Like if they're already there, then just stick by them.
I mean, yeah, I like asked the kiddos because I kind of stayed on the edge and they're like, I was like, you can get past me if you want to get like closer in. They did for a little bit and then their parents ended up coming down and we're just like, okay, we're going to help you figure this out to get something. So you're going to stand here and you're going to wave a lot.
A lot.
She's like, keep waving. And then eventually it like whittled down to like one guy left on the ice and he just left. I was like, oh man, the waving wasn't enough. It was wild seeing them up that close.
Oh, I bet. I'm going to go to the Arizona Coyotes red carpet event on Saturday. Not going to go to the game unless my dad and I get like last minute tickets. But that's not really priority. I'm kind of just going to go to kind of see the environment, see all that.
It's hot. There was like an hour between the carpet. No, there's like 2.5 hours between the carpet and going inside. We had to just wait. So honestly, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, ours is in the morning too. Thank goodness.
Oh, that's nice.
And good for the visiting team because they do have to the visiting locker room is they have to walk outside and then go to where they gotta go.
Who are they
And
playing?
all the Ducks.
Oh man.
Yeah, my dad is like, he asked me, because I asked him if he wanted to go to the carpet, and he said sure. And he's like, oh, well, I kind of wanted to go to the game too. Like, let me look up tickets. My dad is not aware of how much hockey tickets cost nowadays. So he looked it up and was like, maybe not, unless he's like, I'll make a deal with you. Honestly, he's making a deal with himself because I was already like dead set on us probably not going. But now he's like, I'll make a deal with you if there's like decently priced tickets like the day of or something, and he goes, then we could go in. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever.
Have you told him it's just like specific to the Coyotes, or like he needs to feel the injustice for it just being specifically the Coyotes? Because I got a return email from the Ducks today telling me there's like $19 tickets for their game against the Bruins.
I don't know. I don't know why we can't get. I just don't know. There's not. I think my thing too is like I get it. It's small in there, so like they're trying to sell out as many like expensive tickets as they can before they go. Okay, let's dwindle it down. I guess I don't know.
I guess my question is, if you do end up going, I would be curious to know if it's actually full in there, because I could understand the prices being higher to meet the demand.
Mm-hmm.
But if you pop in there and there's like empty seats by the like handful, then what are you doing?
Yeah, I know I watched the video of last year's home opener, and it looked pretty full actually, and in all the videos that I saw. So I was just like, okay, so maybe the home openers here are full, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
We shall see.
need a better understanding of.
I'm gonna get in there eventually because I need to see how it is, because I've seen some people go and they're like, oh, or say nobody goes for the Coyotes, everyone goes for the the visiting team. But apparently there are Coyotes fans, so like that has to be like half true.
I mean, as much as I enjoy watching the Ducks and just the fact that they're like the Mighty Ducks, I'm 98% always going for the other team.
I feel that.
I prefer not to watch the Kings, so I'd rather go to the Ducks. But yeah, I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna root for the Ducks because they're gonna lose. That was my mindset going into yesterday. I was like, the Canes just like had this epic shootout. Of course they're gonna win against the Ducks. Like they beat LA. Like whatever. Oh, joke's on me. So
They knew you said that and said bet.
Exactly. They
came to work.
Yeah, there was like a couple 10-minute penalties on some people. There was like at least 4 fights. And like one really big one. I tried to go back and rewatch the game, and I told you about that ESPN blockout thing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do more research into that because that feels wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like even the playback shouldn't be blocked. Like
You would
live,
think not.
I guess, but I don't know.
All right, let's chat about what we're gonna see this episode. So, since there was so much happening in the last week, like literally so much, I couldn't even find it all because it's been pushed so far back with new news. We're just gonna kind of cover all of the news from the last week of opening NHL season. So it's a lot. Strap in, go on this ride with us as we just kind of try and catch it all. If you want to start us off, Arielle?
All right. So, yeah, like Ashley said, a lot of news. It was our first week, and our first week was very overwhelming. So, the first goal of the season was made by Nikita Kucherov of Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Lightning won against the Nashville Predators. So, that was an exciting game. I watched some of it. I was jumping around a lot.
There's so much jumping around this week. I feel like you and I both had at least 2 games on at any given evening. Just trying to
time.
Yeah, it's a lot. Also, if you guys don't have ESPN, I would say check out onhockey.tv. Yeah, that's how we're kind of watching multiple games.
Connor Bedard's debut. His debut game was really exciting. He got a point assist in his first game against the Penguins, and then another point against the Boston Bruins. Did you watch
that? Yeah, we both watched it because we watched the drop with him and Crosby.
That's right. It's been a long week.
Right? It was so good. The little speech the ref gave to both of them. Yeah, it was really good.
I was like, why am I emotional? I feel like a proud fan right now. I'm not even a huge, I don't really think I'm gonna follow the Blackhawks like that, but I'm now on Connor Bedard's defense squad, that's for sure.
Right. I was a hater. I admit it. You can go back a couple episodes and hear my frustration. And I think that's what a lot of it is right now is with people just kind of feeling the like overload of Connor Bedard information. He's literally on NHL's like Instagram every other post. But then you kind of just have to feel bad for the kid. And even he said it himself that if he wasn't him, he'd be annoyed by it all.
Yeah, and then this week, I think Mitch Marner and Taylor Hall said something about to the press.
Oh, I didn't know
Because
that.
because even other athletes get asked. Okay, so I have it here. So Taylor Hall, who is also on the Blackhawks, he said he believes the media attention surrounding his teammate Connor is a little much, and he quotes, "It can be a little much for him at times," and he doesn't say that, but it feels like it is. And I'm kind of glad that his teammates seem to be kind of like rallying around him to like, keep him. He seems to, everyone always has like great things to say about him. And then even Mitch Marner said that he spoke to the press, I think today, and he said, "You guys aren't easy to please," and that Connor's doing a good job handling it all because it is overwhelming. So it's like, even the hockey players got to stick together at some point because it is getting a bit much. And the fact that all the other players are noticing, like, guys, give him a break. And the fact that he was mic'd up for his first ever game, I don't think that was necessary, but it is what it is.
What team is Mitch Marner on?
The Maple Leafs.
Speaking of the Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs hit his 300th goal via a power play against the Canadiens and 2 hat tricks in 2 back-to-back games, first against the Canadiens and then again against the Minnesota Wild. That is crazy.
He's good. And it was kind of cool to actually see the hats thrown on the ice.
Yeah, I got to see hats last night too. There was a hat trick during the game.
And that's right.
People were throwing hats on the ice, and then we got these light up bracelets, and people started throwing their bracelets on the ice too. And then the announcer had to come over and be like, "Stop doing that. You're going to get arrested." It's like, excuse me?
Hats are softer than those. That other one's like a very huge safety hazard.
It was pretty bad because like it kept happening and they're trying to continue the game and the like skater people are just trying to bag up everything. And I think one of my roommates asked me what they do with the hats afterwards, and I was like, I don't know, because I could never find an answer. I think we just kind of guessed Goodwill.
Yeah, we guessed like donations, I think.
It'd be funny if they just like set the trash bags outside of the venue and just like, here you go, here's a
you get your hat back.
I mean, like, do you put in a lost and found request to them? Just be like, hey, I threw this on the ice, can I have it back now? I don't know. We've got other hat trick news here. Brock Boeser of the Vancouver Canucks scored a natural hat trick during a game against the Edmonton Oilers. So a natural hat trick is 3 goals in succession as opposed to a normal hat trick that is just 3 goals at the game, like during the same game.
That was so exciting. I was watching that. That was a fun game to watch.
The Canucks are killing it right now, aren't they?
Very proud of them. They won on Quinn's birthday too. So I was just like, give the captain a good birthday present and win for him, please.
Can we talk about his captain ceremony? That was so good.
It was so cute. I was like, why am I getting emotional?
Don't know this kid.
We're new here. Why am I about to cry right now?
I think we've just gotten so invested in the last 5 months or whatever that it's just it's slowly starting to seep in, and we're just attaching to these players that we see a lot about, and so we feel not that we know them, but just a sense of, oh, I really like how you play and I like your team, so I'm just gonna kind of follow you. My thoughts on that, it's like how do you find your favorite player? What makes them your favorite player? What is it about them? And not obviously for us, but just like anybody in general, like a guy or man or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Well, I want to say this because it's but then this is just real life. I think part of it, and I think this is what I was doing during preseason. This is why I wanted to watch everybody play during preseason to just kind of get an idea of who these teams were. And then I was looking up how they did last season or in the past seasons, and just kind of looking up their players and seeing who everyone's captains were. And I was okay, I think during one preseason game, I specifically, now that we're talking about the Canucks, I watched one of their preseason games and I'm pretty sure they lost, but I kind of just wanted to see how they play when they lose and see how their captain was handling it. So okay. You have the Dallas Stars, they're good, but then their captain is Jamie Benn and he is constantly fighting, and I'm that doesn't make me excited to watch them.
Okay.
And want to root for them and their captain versus you have the Canucks who maybe they were losing a lot and they weren't like winning anything at all, but they were still trying. You could see that. And then like Quinn is just so well spoken as a captain. I was just like, and like we said, he's a young captain, and that was just like really cool to see. So yeah, I just kind of like, it's just kind of like respect and vibes.
Vibes are a big part of this, I feel like.
Yeah, they definitely
So
surprised everybody with that win against the Oilers twice.
yeah, that's crazy. Okay,
Even
so
that Saturday game was really exciting to watch
I
because
don't think I watched it.
I don't even think the Oilers. I do recommend you go back and watch it because I don't even think the Oilers expected to have so much back and forth with them. It was such a fun game to watch.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'll go watch that game tonight then, since I think they're all over by now. So, would you say, in saying that, the Canucks are your favorite team?
Right now?
No, like the Kraken are my team, just point blank, just like end of discussion. Who is that team for you? Because I feel like I don't know, it could go a lot of ways, and I'm not sure.
Oh no! Right now, I think it would probably be the New Jersey Devils.
You say right now, but like
Well,
in
because I
2
don't.
weeks.
I know. No, I think I was thinking about it today because I had a feeling you were going to ask me this. But then also again because I have noticed I'm like rooting for a lot of like the underdog teams, and I've noticed that the New Jersey Devils haven't had like a good few years, but they're like a pretty youngish team right now, and I don't know, I just like the way that they play. It's really exciting.
So the Devils play the Canucks. You're going for the Devils.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's not what I expected. Okay, the Yotes play the Devils. It's the Devils.
Um, yeah, they were playing the other day, and I told you I was like, I don't know who to root for because I'm actually really enjoying the Coyotes, and they're surprising everybody with how they're playing, and I'm just like, I have like a sense of pride, like a hometown pride now, even though I'm not even like from here, but I do live here. But yeah, no, I was still kind of like, I did kind of catch myself every now and then, still because I was trying to remain neutral. But so like I was happy the Coyotes won, but did catch myself still rooting for New Jersey.
I feel like that's how you kind of figure out who your favorite is if you're floating between things. Like when it comes down to it and they're against each other, it's like, okay, who are you actually hoping is going to win versus like you actually don't care.
Yeah. And at first I almost like, you know what, whatever jersey that I end up getting first, that'll be the team.
See, that's dangerous because I want
So many,
in
so I decided
theory,
not to do
yeah.
that.
I want like obviously I think I'm gonna get a Kraken one when I go to Seattle for my birthday and go to the game, but like I'm kind of wanting a Penguins jersey, and the new Mighty Ducks like one for the 30th anniversary is super cool. I'm not sure I'd ever wear it though, because I don't go to Ducks games for the Ducks. But yeah,
Mood.
the jersey feet, they're like almost $200. So
Yeah. How does everyone just afford? Because I see people and they have so many jerseys. That's a lot.
when I first started going to baseball games, I was like, those jerseys are like $120, but still, that's like a lot of money. And then the hockey jerseys are even more, but I guess it's like it's a one-time purchase and you're always gonna wear that to the game. So I guess that's kind of like how you justify it in your head.
Yeah, I got super lucky. Both of my baseball jerseys, my dad thrifted.
Yeah, see, I've been looking on eBay and like the reseller sites like Mercari or whatever to find something like not full price, but it's just hard because a lot of them are players that I don't necessarily want or necessarily think are going to stay with the team forever, and that's also something that worries me.
Yeah, hockey, they move their players very liberally. And I'm not sure. I'm like, I can't commit. Like my friend, she said she wants a Dunn jersey, but she didn't want to commit to one until she saw how long his contract with them was.
Did she buy one?
Not yet. Funny enough, she actually got a Matt Barzal one. Got
totally different team that's not even the same.
I know. But he's got a nice long contract, so he's stable.
Yeah, but then I don't think those are always like 100% solid. Like they have to have like a no trade clause or whatever, and I don't
know his contract like that, but she does like the Islanders, so it's fine.
I also had this thought, and I know this is not news. We've totally just kind of strayed from the news, but
we'll get back to it.
There were two guys in front of us at the game last night, and one had a Svetch jersey for the Hurricanes. And I was like, you know what? It's kind of gay for guys to wear another guy's name on their backs. Sports are like so gay.
Very homoerotic. Yeah, they
like that's not your name. That is another man's name.
Oh, I
who's
know.
Either younger or older than you, who you've never met probably, and you're just like advertising him for you. Like it just.
And men have the audacity to on women women and girls. Get out of here.
I don't know. It was just a thought I had last night. And to segue into that, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the pride tape, like bullshit going on.
That's wild. Like, I don't like the fact that like they can't even like the jerseys was already in like the celebration things because it was quote unquote distracting. So they just said, all right, no celebration jerseys. Wild. I guess that excuse can be used. It's like, okay, like we're saving money. Okay, good for you guys. But the tape, which was already not even like mandatory, it was just like totally like voluntary to bit. What? I don't know. I would really hope to see the guys, all as many hockey players as possible, use the tape anyway. I kind of want to see how that goes.
A good list of people who have really spoken out about it and just kind of condemned the fact that you're trying to control what someone does. Like the pride jerseys weren't mandatory from what I understand. Like people refused to wear them, so they just didn't. Obviously, it was kind of like shitty, but it was what it was. The pride tape thing, it's like, no. Why? Who are you to say no?
Yeah, it's like it's such a stupid like little nick that they just like have to. Like, it's almost like micromanaging. Like what the hell? It's not distracting. It's not bothering anybody. It's not like it's their choice if they want to do it or not. It's just tape that's rainbow colored.
Do you think they're going to fine people if they use it?
I think so. Yeah.
It's so upsetting, honestly. Just like such a bummer. And like hockey, you promote hockey is for everyone, but it's not. It's for who you want it to be for.
Yeah.
Also, to segue into this, we didn't have it in our news, but some of these rookies were going helmetless. And apparently that was a big hullabaloo on Twitter because apparently you can get fined for not wearing a helmet during warm-ups. That was like a rule that was implemented.
I didn't. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't look it up. But what did
the fine was like $2,500?
Yeah,
I think it's like after if you were drafted after a certain year, it was like 2019, 2020-ish. You have to wear a helmet during warm-ups, and if you were drafted before that, you're like grandfathered in to be able to not.
That's what I thought. It's just like you have to be in the league for like so many years before you can go helmetless, I guess. You have to prove that you can be safe, I guess.
But they're not because there's a reason that happened. Like
yeah, but I saw I think on some TikTok comments today because I saw some debates about the helmetless things going on because again they were just talking about how Bedard went, but at this point there's already been like what 3 or 4 helmetless. I know Adam Fantilli, Logan Coley, at Connor Bedard, and then I think has there been another one?
I feel like there's like 5 or 6 at least. I didn't get the names of all of them,
but like kind of they've all gone without helmets. But then apparently it's tradition that you go without a helmet. I don't know.
For the rookie lap.
I feel like the team should pay for it.
Yeah, that was something I think I heard that the vets kind of encouraged them to go without and they said they'd cover the fine. Obviously it's like not that much to them. Like $2,500 is probably like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it just kind of sets a weird tone if you're just breaking the rules right off the bat.
But then also like an exception for literally it's just their first lap. And then I feel like what if like there's a happy medium? Because they go out first, they could be like alone for like a few seconds. And then when everyone else comes on, just pass them a helmet. I don't know. So you get your photos, he gets his moment, and then he can be safe again. Like, can we get a happy medium here?
Yeah, that sounds like a good compromise. Obviously, we're not in charge, but I feel like it could be a good way to kind of avoid the fine and keep them safe still, because that rule is there for a reason.
All right, so in 3 games played, Geno Malkin, Pittsburgh Penguins, he recorded a pair of goals and 4 assists for 6 points, which puts him in a 4-way tie for most in the NHL. So that was exciting for him. His interviews on all that is hilarious. He is so funny. And then Penguins forward Jake Gensel is also in that tie with a goal and 5 assists. He just got back from an injury and just went straight to work. I love that for him.
He's not letting anything holding him back. So injury who? Let's go.
Exactly.
That also reminds me last night watching Jamie Drysdale play. I'm just like, please be careful, please be careful, please be careful. Don't get hurt. You just got back. I'm so stressed for you. Don't get in a fight, please. I'm begging.
Yeah, seeing these guys out there roughing and all this stuff, I'm like, oh my god, I don't like I know this is the game and it is exciting, but at the same time, like I don't know. I just don't want to see your
freshly injured ones.
The freshly injured ones, and then you don't want to see your favorite player also get injured. Like that's just no, you don't want to see that. All right, some more assists. Arizona Coyote rookie Logan Cooley made 2 assist points in his first ever game. Another rookie, Adam Fantilli of the Columbus Blue Jackets, also made a point assist in his first game. These rookies are killing it.
I saw an article that I pulled these from that was like, let's check on every rookie that isn't Connor Bedard and see how they're doing.
Good. They deserve their flowers too.
Oh, absolutely. Just, yeah, like you said, like things just get overshadowed when you kind of make one person the focus. And so it's nice to see these other guys shinings too. So, well, speaking of injuries, there's been a lot already happening despite it only being a week into the season. So Kirby Dach of the Montreal Canadiens was injured when Chicago Blackhawks defenseman Jared Tinordi, unclear, hit him into the Chicago bench in the first period of a 3-2 Montreal win at Bell Center on Saturday. The Canadiens said they are still in the process of properly diagnosing the injury and will know more in the next few days. I think I saw something actually within the last 30 minutes to an hour ago said it might be his ACL, but everything's kind of unknown right now.
Having an unknown injury is kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, it could be a multitude of things, and I'm sure that ranges from something that's like, oh, you just need a couple like sessions of PT to, oh no, you need surgery. And then the most devastating injury that I watched, obviously, the Kraken game. Brandon Tanev of the Seattle Kraken was illegally head checked during their game against the Vegas Golden Knights by Brett Howden, who has been suspended for 2 games without pay. Tanev will be out to 4 to 6 weeks due to a lower body injury. He did hit his head. I don't think that was intentional, but the body check was so hard that his whole, I think it was his right leg, went behind his body at the oddest angle. It was so hard to watch.
Yeah, it was hard. Even my dad we were watching the game and he just went down and we just saw his head hit the ice, but then it was his leg that both me and my dad looked at each other and went, oh shit.
Just terrifying. And obviously the suspension I think it could have been out longer. I think you should be suspended for as long as that player is out, but obviously that's not necessarily the case that works best for the outcome, I guess. I feel justified in my hate for the Vegas Golden Knights.
I've seen a lot of tweets similar to that sentiment.
That makes me feel like less of an outsider because their their arena was full. Like watching their game, and I will only ever watch them against the Kraken because I don't care otherwise, was just so packed. They're starting to sell standing room only tickets because they have no space.
That's wild.
Fix it. You don't need to follow that team. Follow someone else. That's all I'm saying. And then I know we talked about this. I think this was last week. The stars of the week. We got our first stars of the week.
Oh yeah.
So I did see when I pulled this that you want to be the first star.
Okay.
It's number 1, your first place. Though despite sounding like you have 3 stars would be the best, you want for the first one.
Oh, okay.
And the first one went to Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The second star went to Elias Peterson of the Vancouver Canucks. And the third star went to Gino Malkin of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Some well-deserved stars, I think.
Yeah, these guys are playing their little hearts out.
All right, it's been the first week. We watched at least 15 games, if not more. Who are you thinking on the other side of this is now going to win the cup?
I don't know. Because I know I said last week it was up to the Avs and the Oilers, but I don't know. At this point, I'm like, is someone going to surprise us again this year?
So many underdogs have been coming out of the woodwork. I feel like it's anybody's game right now. I
kind of like
obviously that. For the Kraken.
Oh, I know.
Lost 3 games in a row.
I hope they win their home opener.
I know.
But then if they do win their home opener, then that's a not good theory that I have. Because then why can't you guys win it away, but you can win at home? Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I picked the team.
No.
I want to say they're going to win the cup, and I should use that power of manifestation and positive thinking towards their win. I will not be a fair weather fan just because they're losing, and I got really upset every time they lost. And I realized maybe sports was not the best idea to get into.
Yeah, sports it's something. It's a ride. I know. I don't know why. My Giants stress me the hell out. And then I said, let me pick another sport that's exactly the opposite and then be stressed year round.
Yeah.
Seasonal. I don't know why I did that to myself.
Name of the game.
Ay, ay, ay.
So Oilers, Avs last week. This week, who are you thinking?
I
The
almost
Devils?
jokingly, no, I almost want to say the Canucks.
Yeah, I mean, I
That would
could
be
see it.
so funny to everyone else that's been fans for like a long time. And then the
Yeah.
Canucks fans, like that'd be awesome for them. But as someone who is new and just kind of hears talks, this would be very funny for me if they did win.
Did you watch any Oilers games except for the one?
Oh my god, who did they play yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? I don't remember.
I haven't watched any of their games.
The only time I watch them is when they're playing another team that I really want to see or I just haven't seen yet.
I see. So I'm taking your prediction as the Canucks are going to win the cup. I will lock you in at some point. You can't change your mind.
I was gonna say, I was like, are we gonna keep changing until like a certain point?
Yeah, I think up until maybe December we'll stop at the end of the year because there will only be a couple months left of hockey, and I feel like kind of by then you'll have a better outlook on what's to come.
Yeah. We could do like a bracket.
Ooh, okay. I could look into a bracket. I don't know how that works, but yeah.
That would be interesting.
An update on my fantasy team. I was first after the first night, and now I think I'm second right now. There's 11 of the teams, I believe.
That's not bad.
No, I got Sidney Crosby's number 1. He's up there. Yeah. If he just keeps hitting those goals, I'm safe. I feel okay.
I like how everyone's talking about how like Gino and Crosby, like they didn't make the playoffs once and now they're like on a comeback tour right now, on a revenge tour. They're just so
I'm living for it.
They're juiced. I'm kind of love it for them. Because also, why is everybody like always talking about how like ancient Sidney Crosby is as if he's like the oldest player? He's not even the oldest on the team.
I think you might have saw it too. There's like a retirement home video. It's like the Penguins getting ready to play the like new kids, and it's just like a bunch of old people dancing in a nursing home. Just like, damn, y'all, you held nothing back.
Oh, they're so mean, but it's so funny.
He's not that old. He's
36.
5. No, he's 4 years older than me. That's like wild.
The meme that I retweeted when they played the Washington Capitals.
Oh yeah. Maybe that was a nursing home tweet I saw.
There's a few nursing home ones. They're brutal.
It's rough for them, but they're fine. They're killing it. They don't care what you're saying. Clearly, they're doing something right.
I think the hockey world, what's fun for me, is seeing the fans like shit on their own teams. That's the funniest.
Gotta keep them humble, on their toes. I may like your team, but like I can roast you too. Except I have nothing bad to say about the Kraken. I can't roast them. Not even affectionately. Maybe that's, I don't know.
Give it time.
Yeah, maybe it's too soon. It's been a while. Like, I've liked them for a hot second, so it's not a new love. I'm excited to see how they go. And I would love for them to win the cup just because I'm tired of hearing about how the Vegas Golden Knights won after 6 years. It's like, okay, no one cares.
That'd be kind of cool too. Like, hey, we did it. You guys did it in 6, we did it in 3.
Or just even before 6 years. Like, it doesn't have to be this year, but it has to be before them.
Got to be before the 6 years is up.
Yeah. I'll take it. All right. I think we've chatted enough. I mean, I could keep going, but I don't think you guys want to continue listening to us chat about things that aren't the news. I don't know.
Or maybe you do. Who knows? But we won't do that to you.
No, I think we'll cut it off here and save it for next week. And I'm going to try and keep better track of the news. Because I feel like this week is, we already had 4, 5, 6 games tonight all at the same time. Let me read off the winners of tonight. Okay, so the scores for tonight, October 16th, Monday: Detroit versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Detroit won. Florida Panthers versus New Jersey Devils. Florida won 4-3. Arizona Coyotes versus the New York Rangers. New York won 2-1. Chicago Blackhawks versus the Toronto Maple Leafs won 4-1. Honestly shocked that Chicago won. I don't think Bedard got a goal because I think I would have heard about it. And then the Washington Capitals versus the Calgary Flames. Washington won 3-2. And that is where we're at. Tonight is, I think, Frozen Frenzy's next week.
That's gonna be crazy. I feel like the 28 teams playing was already the craziest.
Oh yeah. It's nonstop. I can't keep up. It's a little overwhelming. I watch the ones that I want to watch, and then I turn on other ones to watch in the background when there's like commercials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I'm looking at tomorrow's games to see.
There's only 2. And then there's 12 on the 19th.
Who am I gonna watch tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Kraken's playing.
I'll probably watch. Oh, they're playing the Avalanche, and that's a team I kind of enjoy. Okay, so Coyotes Islanders. I watch them. Watch Kraken.
Oh, the Canucks are playing an early game.
I'll actually probably start my day with them.
Yeah, much to think about and much to watch.
There'll be a few games we'll be watching.
Yeah, and we will have all of the recaps here for you next week. I think as we watch these games, come up with questions that we need answers to, and then we will bring those questions and answers to you, so hopefully you will also know what's going on.
Yep.
All right, I think that's all for today. Ariel, where can the people find you?
The people can find me on TikTok and Instagram at It's Arielle Garcia, ITSARIELLE. And then on Twitter at Arielle Garcia. Ashley?
If you so choose to follow me on social media, it is AENEWBY on Instagram and Twitter. And then you should definitely follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, any other place you need to find us will be. We've been posting a lot on all the social medias, so definitely check that out if you are not getting enough of us. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.